So, streaming still, so it's working. Okay. It says the session is going for no seconds. Why? Why does the stream manager say that it is not? It says I'm streaming. There we go. Okay, so it's working again, but I have to assume it's gonna happen again. So, I'm just gonna hope that it's not during a fight. Let me put on the ghost form that played, or not ghost form, but lots summon these two, and if that keeps happening, I'm just gonna keep stopping the stream and starting a new one. Uh, and then what'll end up happening is, uh, if uh, if if one of the times when it finally, if I'm able to actually beat Radon before it decides to do that, I will, when I export the stream to YouTube, I'll only export the 3 hour and then me beating him. Because I don't want to have to put all of these different, like who knows how many times it'll do this. It would be wonderful if it only does it that one time, but I doubt it. Okay, that's just wonderful. I don't understand why sometimes when it does that attack, it hits me, and then other times it just does nothing. Honestly, a good summon for this would have been Egon. It would have been cool if we could summon Egon as well, because then he could do stuff from range. That's the only issue with most of the summons, like the actual NPC summons at least, is that they're like players, and so they're all like mostly either melee weapons or like Thor. I don't know how to say his name, but he doesn't really have a weapon. He just does the poison stuff. So it's like that. They have to be up. They both have to be up close to do damage. I like how I've wasted so many of those things already. Wasted so many flasks already. I love that I could not see, and so it counted it as me getting it. Wait, what? I was alive? Wait, what? Was I alive? No, I wasn't. No, that was the mimic guy that I saw. I was confused. Why did you die take so long to show up? Summon. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this because stat-wise, this is a bit better than the double twin blade and one twin blade on its own. So I'm wondering, which of those... Okay, so obviously Rivers of Blood is better. So if I do this... It's not that much better. Summon. Heal.
General Radon. A pleasure to see you. But those do not belong to you. Lord Mode will have you.
Like, I don't understand why that hit. No, don't do, oh god. Ow, ow. Like, Mimic is already dead.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by
I don't know
compassion.
what that does. What does that do? I genuinely do not know what that does. Come on. Every single time. I genuinely do not know what that does. All the times. I don't think the dual katana is the way. It could work, but I don't think it will. I could? Actually, I'm curious. What is that? 1220. That's better? Oh, because of the fire. Well, that wouldn't make sense either. I'm confused how that is more. Makes no sense to me. Also, the fact that this at 5 is it? It's interesting. I'll do it anyway. I mean, the summons don't necessarily make it easier, but they at least they survive longer than the mimic. Because I genuinely do not know why the mimic dies so easily in this fight. I think it's the bleed that Radon is causing, but other than that, I have no clue. I also kind of wish I had more flasks, but I don't know how many flasks there are in the game. I think you can have. I don't know what it is. You might have to. I don't know. Because I have to waste a flask every time since I summon them in. focus on me while Mimic comes in. Crap.
See you. But those remains do not belong.
Why didn't it dodge when I clicked the button? Me getting hit by that first attack is really what causes me to die in that bit. And I don't know why, but it just, for some odd reason, just randomly, it will not do it. Also, don't like the fact that I have to wait for depending on which one you click first, I have to wait for the other one to spawn in before I can actually summon the other one, instead of just letting me summon both at the same time. It's not like it's two players trying to get in. This, the Mimic time to spawn in. Are you gonna do your thingy, or are you gonna do this?
A pleasure to see you.
Then let me swap to this. Why does that kill me? Why was that one shot? I don't think I was at full health, but that still shouldn't have been... It still shouldn't have been a one hit. Also wondering if... What am I doing at my poise? What stat is it that brings up poise? Because my poise is terrible. I love how I can't check because I don't have enough runes. What? I need to know. not. Um, Whoops. Hold on. It's like, what is that? That was like all the way back here. Oh, it's right there. Um, Forgot about that music. Alright. Feeling fine. Is it here? I don't know if it's here. Where did you spawn, dude? Why I spawned in a bunch of bloodstones. I don't, uh, I don't usually stream, but most of the games that I usually play is just random. I don't, if you're talking about games that I stream, I've streamed Jedi Fallen Order, Bloodborne, Ion Life, God of War 2018, and God of War Ragnarok. Some other games, I don't remember them off the top of my head. I need to figure out. Should be around here. Where is this thing? It should be around here somewhere. Because I don't do this. I'm not trying to do this professionally. I just do this whenever I'm bored or just feel like it. It's not a. I'm not trying to do it properly. What is this dude's thing? not do it? Well, that leads out. What is this? Can I not do it? Why can't I do it? Why is it not? Why do you not let me fight, person? Okay. Well, that's really annoying. Yes. No thanks. I don't need any. Can't get the armor set. No, can't get the armor set I want. Dang. Um. Get you too. Have a nice day. Trying to get an armor. There's an armor set that gives a good amount of poise. I think it makes your equip load heavy, but I don't know. But of course I can't. It's not the thing. I sort can't. This is. Ow, my ear. I don't really see how it ranks it. That gives pretty much more of everything. 1340, wow. How's the drum? Thanks. There's a lot of focus and vitality. That's not what I want. There's 10, 13. So wait. Jar. Let's start here. Okay. 43. I said. So much poise, but why is it way so that one's not even worth it compared to the other two. It's 16, the same as that, and it gives it less poise. Okay, so pretty much everything that it gives good at anything weighs a ton. It's all altered versions too, which is interesting. That weighs not that much, but what am I currently? Yes, but currently I think it's 55. here, go back. Pretty much, okay, so I'm wearing the best, that's funny how I somehow accidentally used the best boys, arms that I have. Okay, so from here, 11, so 20, 15, 16, so what are those two 20s? So 10, okay, so that makes me then heavy. Where's the 19? Then makes me heavy. Where does it become a heavy load? Is it 60? Is that when it becomes a heavy load? I don't know if it's okay. It's definitely not for my playstyle. But 80 is pretty good though. I might be able to move things up. So let's equip that. Let's see. Everything is up there. Stash tags. Does any of these boost boys? No, of course there's not. There's probably only one talisman in the whole game that boosts poise, and that's the one that I cannot get. Okay, so this would raise my quick load enough to where I'm still at medium. Raise my maximum HP stamina. Brings up my quick load a lot. I don't know if any of the things though are worth swapping. Here there is a power with 60 attacks. There's strength. This strength about 50. Yeah. I'll make that. What do you mean? What do you mean heavy load? You should have changed. You're saying you were going to switch to a medium load, and you don't. What? And I'll do that. Doesn't do what I was, doesn't do what I was hoping, but it at least allows me to still roll like I normally do, but then also gives me good poise. Do I need the good poise? Debatable. I mainly do this because I want to try something. Even though it's probably not going to change a single thing. It's very odd, though. It's very annoying that the one armor set in the game that literally gives the single-handed like best poise is I got locked out of it because I didn't know about it. If I had known about it, I might have gone for it, maybe, but I don't know how I would have thought about it back then when I was at the time, because I guess because I killed Rykard, it automatically got rid of it. You did that way quicker than usual, Don. Why? Why did you decide, oh, you're summoning? I'm gonna do my attack now as soon as you hit your flask. Instead of like you usually do, where you let me use my flask and then attack. Like, that's the only thing that makes me not really want to summon these two guys, because making the fight more hard isn't a big deal for me. Because the more of these guys that are on the field, the more people there are to take aggro, so that way I can get back and heal more. But it's also just this summoning them takes forever, since I have to wait for one to load in before I can summon the other. Oh, come on. Let me just go in with, instead of trying to do Rivers of Blood, I'll mimic with Hand of Wisdom. Here. 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 Does he try to use me or not? The thing is that Radon, the Star Scourge Radon, or base game Radon, basically, is so much easier in comparison to this, purely just because his fight is a lot different. Their fights are very different.
General Radon, a pleasure to see you.
I accidentally started the thing a second time, and it, yeah. Okay. I don't know if the poise thing was working. Granted, I'm an idiot, so I'm probably not even treating poise the way I should be. But, do that. Do this. And see if this changes anything. Let me just go in like this with just Mimic. And see if it changes anything. What does that one hit? Dang it! It's partially also because he's so absolutely massive that his range is so far. Like, his range, even if I'm like a good, if you take my character as a measurement, a good like 9-10 of me's away from him, he can still hit me because his arm span is so effing far. But then his hitbox is not as far. That's the only issue I have so far with this. Oh, come on. Hey, that is unnecessary. That's the only issue, is that his hitbox is him. like he is his hitbox, which is annoying, to say the least, since his actual hitbox for his attacks is not him, and is instead much larger than him. Let me take this off and just do this. I don't think the armor is really helping, mainly because I was going for just poise, not for anything else. So, in honesty, it's probably worse. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I always go for stamina in these games. Like, no matter what people say or tell me to do, I always try to go for stamina first, then go for health, and then for other stuff. Is because if I didn't have as much stamina as I have, I wouldn't be able to avoid some of these attacks. It's just really annoying that doing things like this, that doesn't take any stamina. But sometimes it does. Some of the skills take stamina, which is really idiotic in my opinion. I think Corpse Piler takes stamina. Every bow takes stamina as well. It's like, so when you take stamina and use it for attacks, but then you're also using another thing as well for it, is very idiotic in my opinion. I won't be able to see anything when I enter this room. But to wait, which is so annoying that you have to wait. Because I think it's also, if they're in the process of summoning, you have to wait for them to summon before you even enter as well, if I'm not mistaken. So if I summon one of them and then I click to summon the other, and it says Summoning Cooperator, I have to wait before I can enter.
General Radan. Pleasure to see you. And to know this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Morrow will have them.
Okay, why? Why? I clicked dodge every single time, and it didn't dodge. Also, for some odd reason, the bleed just isn't happening. Also, I think he can't be. I don't think he can be. What's the word? I think his poise is way too high to stagger, if he even has any. I think he either has nothing to actually get from that, or he, yeah. I can't even really dual wield anything, so it literally would be this and this if I wanted to try and get that. And then at that point, I'm hitting the heavy load. I don't even think these things do enough poise either, or do enough of that poise or health to be able to do that. If he can even get staggered, which I don't think he can. But let's do this. Let's see. I have a feeling it won't matter what I wear. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be at that heavy load anyway. And then also my pores is just going to be terrible as well. Yeah, I'm at the heavy load. I can't go any lower. Or I could go lower, but then I'd be losing out on a lot of things. Actually, no, I can't go really any lower. Everything is weight at like 4. It is impossible for me to go any lower. That's really annoying. I'm willing to bet the hammers, if I was to like use 2 great hammers or something, it probably wouldn't be too big a deal. Don't like it. Technically, the heavy load isn't the issue. It's the fact that my character is built for a heavy load. My character isn't built to tank damage and stagger. I'm gonna give it a shot though, just because. Why the hell not? But it's like my character is not built to tank damage, and then also at the same time, I'm not good at dodging on time either. So, if this dodge, because I'm willing to bet that just clicking it at the right time, it'll count towards it, but I'm willing to bet that that doesn't matter because I suck at dodging anyway. I was literally in the middle of an animation. I couldn't change it. Like my character isn't built. My character's built to be quick, which I mean, even with the heavy load, my character's still pretty fast when running. It's just the dodging is slow. But what that means is that you can't dodge. You have to be perfect dodge, pretty much. Oops. If you don't perfect dodge it, you're not gonna get it.
Pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord
Like I physically could not avoid that. It's like there's so many different things that could possibly work, but then they don't. And I know for a fact that my world wars. I know for a fact that my usual thing for cheating bosses, which is give it a few attempts trying and then just switching to like Sacred Relic or Blasphemous Blade, won't work. is everywhere on the field is annoying.
I promise you 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying multiple different things. And right now I'm trying to do this, and I can't get my weight low enough to where I have at least a medium load. Because I don't have like a bunch of upgraded weapons, because most of the upgraded weapons I have are all smaller weapons like the katanas and whatnot, because those are what I use normally. So I don't have anything like great axes or hammers upgraded enough. Where would this end up as? Well, it would be a medium. I don't have an upgrade though, which is the issue. I don't want to do this, but I have to. I don't want to do Blasphemous Blade or Sacred Relic, but I genuinely may have to. Do that. I might, but I want to at least give it some more attempts on my own. So I've done every boss on my own with, like, obviously with Mimic or with the Summon, or with both. But I want to give it a few shots on my own. I don't know why I'm summoning these two when it makes the fight harder, but whatever. I don't even know if I have enough the thing to be able to summon people from this.
General Radon,
Go up.
a pleasure to see you. But those remains do nothing. Lord Mo will have you.
Ah, dang it. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I don't do enough. Can't do enough damage with that. Ugh. God, this is really pain. The only thing I can think to do is just keep trying what I've been trying. Without the summons. don't know why I can't avoid that as a comment. I love that. Love that it doesn't let me get out of this. Ah, crap. Jesus! Ridon! What the hell? God, that's really annoying. Of all the time for him to do that. Anyways, that. Do that, but I don't think that'll be of any help. Let's go. I'll give this a shot, just because why the hell not? God, come on, that's annoying. The controller died as soon as I clicked the button to enter the arena. That is so annoying. God dang it. That is so annoying. That is... Jeez. Like, of all the time... I don't even think it popped up saying that the controller was about to die. I don't remember even getting a thing saying, hey, controller battery's low. What? Why did it... Huh? I don't... Why did that kill me? Like, why did it one... How many of those hit me that time? I'm pretty sure I dodged. But, I mean, input delay is a... Why does it do that? Oh, stop dodging. Don't know why you swap targets all of a sudden. Oh, come on. Half the time I either can't tell what attack he's doing, or he does an attack that he's never done before. Do I even have a thing to summon people? I have one. Or I don't even know. I think I only have one thing. I don't really understand why I only have one though. Do I have the fire thing I need? Is it this one that I need? Is it a different one? Is it this? No, that puts up. I don't know which thing it is. I think it's, yeah, it is this one because I need the furnace visage. What notifications are on my phone? What now? Oh, vibrate every single notification. Alright. I only have one, but I don't remember how to get more anyway. So I just remember I just randomly would get them. So I don't think you buy them. Here. So this. No. No. You have 4. You have 3. You both have 9. Yeah, you don't have that. Hold on. Here. Again, I think I only needed. I don't remember how much it said it needed. Uh, this. This. There's no real reason for me to do that because like very occasionally it will run off the edge and then other times it just won't. I don't know how many I need. So I'm using it one more time. I don't think I need this one. I think I have enough already for the ones that the maiden has to have. Just in case. Dang it. There we go. That's good. Turn table. Wait, what was your name? Limigier? I don't know how you pronounce that. I didn't even need to do it a full time. I just had to do it. Just kill the bird. Well, now I have 85,000 runes for no reason. So I have um, hmm. uh,
Now.
oh. and do this. Where in the where is it? It's this layout. Why is it usually okay? Do that. Strengthen. Do that just because I'm gonna do something real dumb. Weak foe, a weak foe. Just because I just want to do this because okay, don't let me click the button again. Yeah, it was gonna kill me. I knew it was gonna kill me. I just wanted to because why not? Okay. Let me put this. Let's see. Oh, it's right there. Let me just. So can I just use it from inventory? Yeah, I can. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Okay. Use this. Is that interesting? Fit? Is that more? Or is it? I forget, because sometimes they don't spawn only around that thing, but. Sleep? It's like perfectly in the center. It's weird. Weird to me. I'm guessing Limmager isn't in here. Limmager? Them? Person? I'm guessing they're not in here, so I feel like I can ask them what their thing is. Celine. There's Onspot. Celine is no longer there. There's this one. The other one again. so curious. You know what? Screw it. I have 8 of them. I'm not too worried. My mic still working? Yeah, it's working. Oh, I don't think it worked. Smoke. I love how many of these signs there are, though. The only reason why so little of them show up is mainly just because people are actively getting people to join them. No. Oh, Celine. Oh, come on! Why? That's so annoying. Why did it do that? It's really annoying. Who's again? Who else will show up? I think there was one there, and as soon as I used it, it disappeared. There's Celine again. Is it just Celine? Is there a thing right here? Oh. Oh. Thing. Sure. Unable to summon. Probably because they got summoned while I was looking at it. It surprises me though how quick some people are to summon others. It's like as soon as they show up, you have to pretty much click OK if you want to summon them. I also find it interesting that Celine only showing up here because if the people most of the time just sit down there. Damn it! Why does it hit me when it shouldn't? It's really annoying. I'm pretty sure that shouldn't have hit me. Hold on. I'm looking at this thing again. It looks like it should have hit me, but at the same time, I don't think it should have. Let's see. I. Why? It's like every time I try to do it down there, it's someone gets summoned. Celine does not. My guess is that they put it up there for a specific reason. I suck, so I'm probably annoying to them. Wonderful. Come on. Ah, crap. Sometimes I like to do the summons just because. I also like to see people's names. Find them funny. I'm gonna wait down here for one to show up. If one ever does show up down here. They usually only show up once I get up there. Villa. This will be interesting. It's just, I don't like how Verdon is not a fight. His fight is not made at all for my type of build. Wait. Can't lose that. Dang it. Oh, you're kidding me. That's a one shot if you get hit by him jumping up. That makes no sense. It makes no sense. I think I'm better off just on my own. Honestly, if I could summon my friend Leroy, it would probably be done one hit in one go. Do some inside. Did I even use it? I don't know. Might have not even used it. No, I did. Okay. I'm glad this one popped back up because I'm curious. I'm curious about this one. I also seem to do better with this, with the twin blade. Did it say something? It's odd. Also love the detail of design because on this helmet you can actually see like the little bits of rust and whatnot from it being old. Why? Why did it all of a sudden? Okay, I won't question it. I already activated it, so I might as well just go and do one more. I do kind of like that it gives you like a sort of an audible sound of the sign showing up. Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm realizing that not really anyone is actually uh, putting down summoning signs, though. It's weird, like, because that's like that's how it happened the last time with Philly, but that's what happened with dang. But that's what happened with when I was fighting Milena in the base game. I was for some of the runs I decided to summon. It's like the first time I summoned, there was like 5 different summons that were there. Uh, oh, you might have been better. That's not what I said. Hello. It's not what you're thinking. Good. It's like kicked me away. Ah, come on. I think if his aggro had stayed on me more often in that, that would have worked. But it didn't. Whatever. But, you know what? Let me try that. Maybe it's, yeah, there. Let me try the black knife one. I'll give this a shot with these two because just me and the black knife. Is it Tish? Black knife lady, assassin, person. Just me and that summon are not gonna. It definitely would not work. I would have to have the other ones on there as well, or these other two in here.
General Radon.
Oh, come on! Why does that hit me every time?
Lord Mo
I don't get it. Like, I genuinely don't understand why that hits me every single time. I need to stop dodging backwards is probably the main thing. But either way, I didn't mean to do that. I consciously made that decision and then was like, wait a minute. Why'd you do it twice? That's what I mean. But without the other summons, Black Knight Assassin doesn't really work. The other summons have to be there for it to work. Also, probably doesn't help that I'm using the weapon I am. Probably should use a different one. But if I had more of the summons at like max level or almost max level, then I'd probably swap between more of them more often. But it's like I don't want to. It's already taking me so long to do this. Like I don't even think I'm gonna be able to beat him tonight. Is the thing.
prejudice soon. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
Every time! I think he's gonna do something else, and then he does that. But I don't think I'm gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna beat him tonight. It's very annoying that they do one Radon fight where you summon during the fight, but then the other time they do you fight Radon, you have to summon before, so it makes him harder. Because I mean, this Radon is a lot more stupid. Like I don't see how the other one could have been harder. I mean, there's you. don't know if you are good. That's that's the only issue is that there's no stats for these guys. Also, you'd think that like these ones that cost a ton of XP, like this one costs 132. I'm pretty sure mainly because of the fact that I've upgraded it. This isn't even upgraded, and it's almost the exact same. And it's probably not even as good. This isn't even gonna be a serious attempt. I just wanna see what this one can do. It's already almost dead.
But those remains do not belong. Lord Moog will have
Wrong one. I forgot to swap it. I don't even know what the... What was it? The... Carmen? I don't know. It seems like I'm not gonna... It very much seems like I'm not gonna beat him tonight. Like, there's a possibility, but there's a very low chance. The thing is that I seem to do somewhat better with the summons, but that's also mainly because of the fact that there's more of them than just me and Mimic, so they can take the aggro, so that way I can actually get back at things. But then at the same time, it makes the boss harder.
a pleasure to see you. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Moog will have his dignity.
I didn't think he was trying to get me, but he did. Like, I genuinely, I don't think I've ever, like, I don't think I've ever gone against a boss and been more confused. Like, for me, the only difficult part about this fight is just, I don't really know how to dodge all of his attacks, and then also, his attacks just do an insane amount of damage. His attacks do an insane amount of damage to the point where I'm having to use basically all of my flasks for just the first phase. It's like, I use basically all my flasks, and then Mimic almost dies and can't heal himself. Like, I had no shot. Like, genuinely, I don't, like, even if there is a way to cheat the fight, I don't know if I don't really want to. Because if I do, and it works, and I win, it won't feel the same. But my god, this is a bit much. I also think, unlike Starscourge Dawn, you can't use Torrent, I think, for this fight. I haven't tried, but I don't think you can. And even if you could, I don't see how Torrent would be of any help against this thing. Damn it! That was a good run, too. God, the delay is so much larger than I thought. Um, 32. I'll go. I'll give it a few more attempts, but I don't know if I could beat him. I don't like having to do this, but it's literally the only way I can actually fight him is making his fight harder by giving him more health. Is the only way that I personally can do this. Could swap armors. Hold on. Shoot. There we go. I'll give this a shot. I might even have to try the other armor as well. The one that's description actually says. Like it's like I don't do much more damage, I don't think. Actually, I don't even think it does that anyway, actually, now that I think about it. Also, the fact that I added almost 100 damage is kind of insane. But also, that means that I'm gonna take like twice as, like triple the amount of damage. Actually, not, actually not really. I'm actually not taking. I don't think I'm taking that much more damage. My immunity. Well, no, my immunity doesn't even tank either. Or focus. It's not actually too bad. I don't think.
A pleasure to see you. After all this time. But those remains do not belong to you. Lord Mo will have his dignity.
Yeah, I'll definitely take more damage. That's a guarantee. Oh my god, Verdon. Can you not? You're only... Give me up. Oh! I hate when the AI does that. Where, instead of doing... In my opinion, whenever a boss goes to a phase 2, it should always have one attack that's basically just that one attack where he goes up into the air and then basically explodes almost, not necessarily the whole arena, but a large portion of the arena. Because that gives the player time to actually think, in my opinion. Like, if he did it every time, I would know what he's doing, so I could then immediately try and get him to trigger it, and then you get out as quick as possible, and then also heal, and then try and think, okay, how am I going to do this? Not for you don't get much time to think, but mainly for like if someone is like low on health and then they need to heal. Like he has a little bit where he's just walking before doing attack, but then sometimes he'll just not even care and just immediately go. The armor definitely did not help. Kind of interesting that like I don't even really I don't see. Yeah, well, my controller's about to die, so I think I yeah. Forgot to even put anything back on in the correctly. Is- I'll just put this back on for now. Which was these, or was it? No, it was these. These, I think, yeah. And then it was. Which Yeah, checking they don't lose. But I guess I'm gonna stop here because I'm not beating him tonight. There's I don't want to say that, but that just seems like what it seems. Um, I really don't know what to do because if I go in just on my own with Mimic, he has less health, so it would theoretically you would be able to kill him quicker. But since it's just me and the Mimic, there's only two people he can aggro to, and neither my character or the Mimic, can actually withstand all of the damage he does for long periods of time of being aggro to just one of us. Like he can't I can't let him aggro Mimic and then just get damage in, back off, let the Mimic get the aggro again, and then back and forth, back and forth. Uh, because neither the Mimic or me can have enough health or take less enough damage to do that. Even with both the Blessing maxed out uh, and with the Mimics or the Spirit Ash maxed out as well. But then Mimic can survive until the second phase most times if I summon Ansbach and Fjord. I don't know how to say his name, but him. Uh, like Mimic can survive to the second phase, but the phase then lasts longer. And granted, no matter whether I summon those two or not, I end up entering the second phase with about 7-ish flasks, if it's a good run, whether I summon them or not. But I don't like that first phase. The second phase is like arguably 10 times worse because every single attack has like 3 different things that can damage you, which is very idiotic in my opinion. But um, but the first phase is literally it's just a flask drain, is what it is. I think that's the whole point of there being really 2 phases. So they could easily have just did what that second phase is and just had it be that, but then just like as a second phase, he just does more attacks. Like he gets like 2 or 3 more attacks that you have to learn. And in my opinion, that would have been arguably better. It would have been technically easier because you don't have to like adjust to the way he is in the first phase and then adjust again. I was wanting to beat him tonight. I wanted to stream yesterday and beat him yesterday, but then something came up so I couldn't. So then I wanted to do it tonight or today, but then this happened. I really do not know how to do this. And even if there is a cheese method, one, I don't really want to do it because it's not as rewarding like that. Like, any of the main bosses, I've never cheesed the main bosses. So I don't remember. In the base game, I might have, like, 1 or 2, maybe. I don't remember. But in the DLC, I have not cheesed a single main boss. Unless you count Sacred Relic or Blasphemous Blade as a cheese, which it really isn't because it's just a different strat. It's like normally I go with the 2 katanas, give it as many attempts as possible, but then if it's like pretty sure it's not going to work, I'll switch to one of those 2 and then give it a few attempts or win for on that next try. It's like it's not necessarily cheese. It just was a get out of jail free card, basically. But like Commander Gaius, that was a cheese to uh, to get him stuck on the pillar, and then just spam an AOE. That's a cheese. And it would not surprise me if there's one for this, because I mean there's one for Bale, and Bale's arena is basically the same way. It's just one open arena, so you can't really get him stuck behind anything or anything like that. But Bale's, at least when I looked afterwards, after beating him to see if there was one, and it was exactly like I assumed it was, which uh, is a spell casting cheese, which a lot of them are, and I'm fairly certain if there is one for this, it's gonna be the same way. It's gonna be a spell. There's not gonna be a physical weapon or like something you can get him stuck on, make him glitch out and not be able to attack or something like that. I doubt that it's any of those. I'm willing to bet it's literally just use your spells, or use these spells with these buffs. Like, before you enter, use these buffs, then when you enter, use these buffs, then do this, then do this, then do this, then cast Fireball or something. Like you're a freaking wizard in D&D. But even if there's a cheese for him that like I could do with the Twin Blade or the Katanas for that matter, I don't want to. But it honestly is kind of seeming like I'm going to. Like that, if there is one, I'm definitely gonna look up and see if there is one. But I'm gonna try not to do it unless it's like a last resort of I know for a fact I cannot beat this. Because I've never actually had this kind. The only other boss in the whole game, base game and DLC included, that I've had this kind of problem, like this much of an issue with, was Elden Beast, and that was mainly just because that was a terribly designed fight. This one isn't terribly designed, it's just really difficult. That Elden Beast fight still pisses me off to this day. But yeah, I want to continue, but I need to cool off, and then also probably end up sleeping, as it is. I think it's 10:47, so it's almost 11 at night. I have to get up early tomorrow for class because, yeah, so I need to be awake. So I might wake up a bit earlier so I can actually get some breakfast. I don't usually get breakfast, but yeah. So I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this here. I would love to just give it like 2 more attempts, which I could, but I know for a fact that I wouldn't beat him in those attempts. Something I would love to do is, if I had a second character that I had already gotten to the point where I defeated Radahn and Moog, and then had at this point as well, on that other character, I would, like, on my own time, give it a few more attempts, just to see, okay, this works well, better than this, but this is a bit easier for me, or this is yada yada, and actually like compare weapons or talismans and stuff and see what works best for me. But then I would still run into the problems of the luck part of these fights. So whatever. Either way, I'm gonna stop this here. And I won't be able to stream tomorrow, so I'm gonna either stream Thursday and if I can't stream Thursday, then it'll be Sunday again. I really want to beat it before the end of this week, but if not if not Thursday, I want to beat it Sunday. Like, I want to, because I want to try and get through at least Dark Souls 1 and maybe 2, maybe, uh, before Night Rain comes out. Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna play Night Rain as soon as it drops. I have pre-ordered it, but I might wait a bit before playing it, uh, and just and then do. If I don't finish, like I said, I finished Dark Souls 1, but not 2. And I get like halfway, finish Dark Souls 2, and then do Dark Souls 3, then play Night Rain. I don't know if I'm gonna do that or if I'm gonna just go as far into the 3 games as possible, and then do Night Rain, and then go back. Honestly, I might do that because I kind of want to play Night Rain as soon as it drops because I love dungeon crawlers. Uh, and so mix dungeon crawler with this game, I love it. It's a great idea. Uh, anyway, uh, yeah, I'm gonna this here and try and think of what's a better way to go about this fight because I have I have no idea. But either freaking controller died before I could say anything else. Yeah, I have no idea what to do, so I'm just gonna end this here, and I'll stream it again whenever I can. I'm definitely I don't like doing this with games, but truthfully, since I've actually at least attempted to fight a bunch now, I might look at other people's play like not playthroughs, but at least people fighting Radon and see what it was and like how what they used, what their skill like what skills they had, uh, and how much luck their run had in it. Because you can eliminate luck completely in the from these fights if you just do enough damage, but I can't. So, and I'm pretty sure most people can't unless you have like the one singular weapon that does basically a whole hit bar. Either way, yeah, and it's here. So see ya. Bye.